والحديث معك. تفضل.
السلام عليكم. كيف حالكم؟ ان شاء الله طيبين. ان شاء الله ما تكونوا تعبانين بعد اليوم الطويل. You guys, if you don't mind, I will speak in English because it's today's language, and it's the language where a lot of people use to thrive and learn and get new knowledge. My speech, I'll make it short, and I'll divide it into 3 things. One of them is basically I will speak about my experience. How did I really start my life, and how did I failed so much in many things till now, and how I make it to NASA. And second, we can have a Q&A questions where everyone can ask a question if you guys have any question. And to learn from my own experience, I would be really happy to share it with you. And the third one, I will basically have a small request from all of you if you can help me, which I will tell you later about. First of all, my life, I started basically in a small village. It's called Al-Aqir. It's in the southern of Saudi Arabia. This village, we have really poor education. My dream was actually basically to know how to speak English. I finished high school literally not knowing how to really put a sentence together. I don't know what is the past, the future, the present. It's all, I had a really bad English. Yet I still have a dream. I wanted to pursue my education. I wanted to basically be, at Aramco or maybe in the US to learn, get into one of these big universities. So I know that these are my goals, and I know I still have some weaknesses, so I started working on myself. I started applying right and left. I joined one of the university in Riyadh, and then at the same time I kept applying in different places. And that's one key. If you are not happy with one situation, just keep doing what you're doing and start looking for other opportunities. So I got accepted at one of the university in Riyadh, and a month later, so 2 or 3 months later, I got accepted by Saudi Aramco, which is one of the largest oil company in the Middle East. It's the place where everyone wants to be part of it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to drop school, I'll join Aramco. I worked there and I got trained for about 4 years. It was really a great job, but at that moment, I realized that education is just the key. Education, it will build you, it will help you, it will make you better and stronger. So I decided to leave my job after 4 years. My cousins, my family, everyone was against me. They said, what are you doing? Are you stupid? Are you leaving like a company like Aramco? Your salary is good, your future is good, you have a house, you have a car, tomorrow you'll get married and everything is good. I told them, this is not my life. I don't want to be a normal person. I want to be different, You have to be different. Not like following everyone else. Just get a job, get married, and be a normal person. That's really boring, So I decided, honestly, so I decided to really quit my job, and I took that risk, and I left. I saved up my money for whatever I get through the 4 years I worked. So I left and I went to South Carolina in America. It was really hard. Like I expected things to be better. Like sometimes you really hit the bottom and then start climbing up. Things was really hard for me, culture-wise, language. But you know what? I'm really thankful for these hardships. When you face difficulty in life, it helps you, it shapes you, it makes you better. When you get things in an easy way, it doesn't really taste good, So it was really hard for me. I know nobody in the US. My English was quite bad. And I still remember one of the stories when I came into the US. I stayed in a motel for the first 2 weeks, the moment I arrived to the US. And I don't know how to really talk to the taxi, I don't know how to order food. So I kept eating pizza every single day for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I swear, I just go into the website, I think it's Pizza Hut or whatever, and I start keep ordering the same food, get it delivered to my motel, and the funny part, the guy who delivered the pizza, he gives me the pizza and he stayed in the door in front of me. And I don't know why he's staying there. Is he waiting for something? So that's the part of when cultures, colliding together, So it's common in the US where if someone helps or give you something, you really give him a tip. So it took me a week or two to realize that he needs money, So that was one of the stories. Sometimes you face really hard stories, and but it definitely helped you. Later on, I joined San Jose State University in California, one of the best engineering schools, and after many years, I'm almost done with my school. I haven't really graduated, guys. So it's funny, but I'm almost 28 or maybe 30. And I don't have a degree, but that's not the key. I mean, that's not the, you can't do something, even though that you don't have a degree, you can be part of something. So the story how I joined NASA, I reached the point of my life that I'm almost depressed. I started applying for jobs. I wanted to get an internship, Most of my American friends, they have a job, they are, living their life, they have at least salary at the end of the month. In my case, as an international student, it's really hard, They look for an American person. Because as an international student, it costs them a lot of money to just, hire that student. So I started applying right and left. I couldn't really find a job, so I was really depressed. I'm like, maybe I'm not that good, And in my way, I see NASA. From work to school, I see the sign of NASA, and I'm like, I wish I could be part of this. But deep inside me, I was actually beating myself. You're kind of like downgrading yourself. You're like, oh, you're an international student. You're even a Saudi guy. I don't think NASA would accept you, So we almost have this inner voice. We sometimes think things are difficult or hard to join, okay? So I realized that, one of my friends told me that NASA, they have a project, and usually people apply for it and try to get that project. If you propose to it and if you share the solution, you might get the job. So I decided one time, I'm like, I've failed about 60, 70 times applying in different companies and I didn't get a job. Might as well let me just apply to NASA, and at least if I get a reply from them, I'll be so happy. Just the reply that thank you for applying, sorry we can't hire you, that's enough. Just to see the NASA logo or the NASA email replying back to me, at least you feel appreciated, So I studied the project, I studied the problem they have, and I proposed to it, and I showed them the solution, the way it could be solved, and I sent it. And I kept positive. I kept my thoughts. I kept everything about me positive. I'm like, maybe it's gonna work this time. Who knows? And I talked to my mom. I told her, I did my part, and you did yours. Just keep praying for me. Maybe it's gonna work this time. So a week later, I got a reply, and not only a reply, they told me, we would like to have a meeting with you next week. I'm like, what? This is crazy, At the moment, I could not believe myself. I was really happy. So I noticed myself that my expectation is just increasing. My first time it was just, I'm aiming for a reply. I'm not aiming for to get that project. So I'm like, my next step is basically, I'm fine. I want to go into the facilities to meet them, and it's fine if they reject me, that's an achievement, So I've been talking to my friend, oh, what do you have next week? Well, I have a meeting with NASA, so I'm just going to see, maybe they will hire me, maybe they will give me the project. That's by itself has a good vibes, And then I went to the meeting, I canceled all my classes because of that meeting, it's worth it. I went to the meeting, so I described the project. It was really good meeting, and I think I did well. And during the meeting, I noticed the staff, the scientists I sat with, they told me Well, the project we need to basically have enough team to work in this project. Like one person, it's good, but we need to hire as much as we can to basically to make the team full and ready. I'm like, okay, I'll be waiting for you guys 1 or 2 weeks, that's fine. But at the same time, I remember, why should I wait for them to make the team and then make me part of that? Why did I make the team? So I talked to a couple of my very good friends. They're very geniuses, smart, my classmates. I told them, hey guys, we're gonna risk it. We have a senior project, but we'll put it on hold. Let's try to basically propose again and tell them, hey, we are a full, ready team that are willing to take the project and do it for no fee. We just want to be part of this organization. They loved it, and they thought this is crazy, it's not going to work. So we submitted an email, we resubmitted the proposal again, and they liked the initiative. And they also asked for another meeting. It went well. They asked for a second meeting. It went well. The third one, it went well. And later on, we got the project. So it was really a good moment, you know. I could not believe myself that I would get it, you know. It was really a dream. And I think the story behind what I say, sometimes we downgrade ourselves. We think we cannot be good for certain stuff. You should throw yourself there, and you should try. You should ask. You should, make the initiative. And you never know. If you are sitting and waiting for a change, nothing is going to happen. You have to make the change that you want to see in other people or in yourself or in the world itself. So yeah, this is basically my story and how I get NASA. The project that I'm working on right now is basically, it's called microgravity. We are trying to simulate zero gravity in air. Instead of sending equipment and materials and cells to space, it costs NASA a lot of money. So they want to simulate it in air and see the effects, and see the behavior, and see how it grows. And from there, they can basically make a conclusion, and they can compare studies and see whether it's worth it to have a station in Earth rather than sending equipment to the space. So this is the whole project, and I'm working on it right now. I'm also here in Qatar working on another project too. So it's two projects on and off. This project, my project with NASA should end maybe in 3-4 months. We've been doing great so far. We're almost done with it. That's my story with NASA, and I would like to open a Q&A question. If you guys have any questions, I'm willing to answer them. If not, you can